it's preparing to live stream, but I know it's live streaming, you lying Facebook. It's the worst. It catches you in the moment. You think you're not live, and then you've been up for like 5 minutes. So there we go. So I think we are good to go. I will share that. And if you both want to share it on your pages too, let's just get out of here. Close all these things down, friends. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a brand new edition of Raw. I am your guest host, Kelly Zemnickis. Bit of a different switch to the lineup tonight. Our usual host, Polite Kitty, cannot be with us this evening, but I'm happy to do double duty as both headliner and host. And we're going to have a great old time. It's going to be fun. Thank you for joining us on Facebook Live. We have two fantastic comics joining me this evening. We are going from Arkansas to New York State to where I am here in Toronto, Canada. So Canada is starting off the party this evening. I'm repping my country. It is good to have you all here. What can I tell you about myself? Well, I want to start it off, friends. I am well aware that I look like a woman who's running a failing Etsy store. I get it. I get it. The crafting energy is very high with this face. Very high. Yeah. You know, I look like I'm making, I don't know, tiny rolling pin earrings between comics or something. I've got that look. I do indeed. But that's cool. That's cool. You know, I'm coming upon a birthday. It's not too far away, my 45th, which I'm pumped about. I gotta say, I enjoy birthdays. I do. I'm not enjoying so much like what's happening to my body as I get older. That I do have some issues with, you know, like I'm at this stage of my life now where I am never not bloated. Like I don't understand what is going on. It's weird. I am like, my shape is now potato. It's annoying. You know, it's really annoying. Like I mean a sexy potato, but potato. I'm more like a thick cut fry than like a skinny McDonald's fry, you know. It's just fine. It's weird, but it's fine. It's strange. Like I don't have the ability now to like lose weight. I more like misplace my weight. And then I find it again, but then I find more weight, which is very annoying. Very annoying. I don't know. And I swear the next person who tells me that that I should go gluten-free, I'm gonna punch him. That's not my problem. I'm 40, I'm gonna be 45. That's my problem. That's the annoying thing. It was cool to see over the course of the pandemic, you know, some relationships reigniting, you know, like Bennifer back in action. They're married up and all good. It got me thinking like what relationships I would dig into the vault for, you know, reignite. And I would reignite the relationship I had with my metabolism, like hands down. I don't think I've seen that sucker since like 95. So, you know, I miss it. If anyone's seen my metabolism, please ask it to call me. I would like it back. I would. I've got a strange little job. I work in well, basically I get paid to watch TV. I should tell you that. I get paid to watch TV. I work in post-production, you know, on a lot of home renovation kind of shows. And I've come to realize that the majority of people on a home reno show, they need therapy like way more than the house. they need help. You know, it's like it's a lot of dudes who I'm thinking, buddy, it's not the kitchen. You know, I don't think your wife likes you anymore. Yeah, you know, or it's not so much that the house has an issue, it's that your relationship has the asbestos. Like that's where the core of the problem is. But anyhow, I think I think I've warmed up my fellow comics here a fair bit. We're going to get going with some more comedy for everybody. As I say, we've got 3 fabulous comics, myself included. We're covering Canada, Arkansas, New York State, and we're going to get started in the lovely state of Arkansas. Have I been there before? No, but I'm sure it's delightful. And our first guest is doing her very first Zoom show, which I think is super cool because this is a great medium and a great way of connecting comics from all over the place and doing a show together. So please give it up for the very funny, very awesome Desiree Newton. Yay!
There we go.
There you go.
Hey, like you said, it's my first one. So, oh my gosh, I am so excited to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me today. Not only is this so cool for me because it's my first online show, but really, I just like anything that is not going to be considered a local show in Arkansas because that's where I live. And I don't like for, local people, mainly people from my day job, to come out and see me perform because they know nothing about me. They do not know what I'm like. I lie to them 40 hours a week. And I cannot imagine what it would be like if I was honest with them, because right now, I come in on Monday. Hey, Des, how was your weekend? Oh, it was good. What'd you do? Nothing. We watched some movies. If I was honest with them, oh my gosh, that would be so much different. Hey, Desiree, how was your weekend? Oh, it was straight. It was pretty all right. Yeah, what'd you do? Oh, I went back down to Fort Smith. That's a little town in Arkansas. Went down, hung out with some friends and family for the weekend. Learned how to cook crack in a microwave. It's actually much easier than Master P led me to believe, let me tell you. But I can't tell them that because once people find out you know how to make crack, they think you smoke crack. And here's the thing. I had no idea. I've never smoked crack a day in my life. I didn't know that's what they were going to be doing at that house when I got there. I was just there to pick up my cocaine. So I saw it and I was like, oh shit, sir, you got my order wrong. But he looked really offended and I didn't want to piss him off. So I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll take it. I think really the only thing that could be worse than if people from my day job saw what I do, it would definitely be like if my daughter were to show up at a gig. Like she has no clue that her mom is a stand-up comedian because I tell people seedy stories about places that I've been and terrible things that I've done. And I do not want her to hear all of those things and know that about me. So for now, she thinks I'm a prostitute. And it works out a lot better that way. No, I'm serious. It's so much easier to explain. So all she knows right now is that mom gets dressed up late at night, leaves the house, comes back in the wee hours of the morning with tear-stained makeup and a little bit more money in my pocket than I had when I left the night before. So this way she thinks I at least get some dick out of the deal because she's getting older. So I want her to respect me. It's super important. I only had one kid, just the daughter, and I'm so grateful for that because little boys are weird. I don't know if I'm sure somebody watching this somewhere has a little boy, and my God, they are so freaking weird. My cousin has one, and he's so cute, just absolutely adorable. I call him Bug, but oh my God, he is way too obsessed with feet. Just way too obsessed with feet. Like it freaks me out. It is some serial killer shit. Like he's cute now, but I know in 20 years I'm gonna be on the news telling people, yeah, he was great and he was adorable and everybody loved him, but he liked feet. And I tried to warn people and no one listened. And now there's 20 ladies in his basement. So one night I'm over at my cousin's house and I'd had a little bit too much to drink that night and decided I was gonna stay there. So I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to sleep on the couch. And he comes out and he says, Desiree, can I sleep on the couch with you? And I said, you know what, Bug, that's fine. You can. And to be honest with you, I wasn't really thinking. I put him down on the end where my feet was because I thought that was more responsible than putting him right up next to my titties. So I put him down on the other end of the couch and I'm trying to fall asleep. And I hear this little boy, Desiree. Yes, Bug. I love you. Oh, I love you too, Bug. Desiree. Yeah. Can I touch your foot? No, no, you cannot touch my foot, you little weirdo. Absolutely not. Go to sleep. So then I made the mistake of falling asleep first. And I wake up in the middle of the night with this toddler rubbing up and down real slow on the bottom of my foot with his wiener. Now, look, I do not advocate, I do not condone, I am not telling you to do violence on children. But when I say I slapped the soul out this little boy's body, I didn't even mean to. It was just my reaction. I saw a soul come out his ear and splat up against the wall. And now he's sitting there and we're staring at each other with these big eyes because we don't really know who the victim in this situation is anymore. He got body rocked by somebody who's got at least 200 pounds on him. But I had a dick on my foot. So, I mean, I think we're kind of even. When I first got married, and I'm not anymore, as I'm sure you guys probably guessed, but when I first got married, your mom tells you all these like marriage secrets and stuff about men. And I remember she told me, if you give a guy a chore to do, they will do it wrong so that you never ask them to do it again. And I thought, damn, that's messed up. And then I realized that's exactly how I get out of doing weird sex shit I don't want to do. And like, I kind of get it now, so I'm not really so mad about it. So like my current boyfriend, he always wants to try new things. And he used to ask me all the time about role play. I just didn't want to do it. And I thought, well, you know what? How am I going to get him to never ask me again? I said, honey, do you want to role play? He said, oh my God, absolutely. I've been waiting for you to ask. And I said, okay, cool. We're going to do it this time. I'm really going to get into it. Okay. Call me by your dad's name. He obviously doesn't want to do it. He gets offended. He says, Desiree, oh my God, you're so weird. So I took a lamp and I threw it across the room against the wall and screamed at him, God damn it, Susan, I didn't do 2 tours and knob to come back and listen to your smart mouth. He's never asked me to role play again. One time he wanted me to be like one of them dominatrix ladies, and I told him I would do it. So I was waiting for him one day when he got home, and I don't have one of those fancy like rubber leather suits or whatever they are that you gotta like baby oil yourself to get into. But what I did have was a black plastic trash bag. So I cut 2 holes out the bottom of it. I put him in my legs and pulled it up here and like tied it behind my neck. And I didn't have any of them big high-heeled boots, but I had some flip-flops. And I put them motherfuckers on. And he came in and God bless him, he ignored the fact that I didn't look so much like a dominatrix, but more like in the 90s, that Missy Elliott video when she couldn't stand the rain. So I said, okay, all right. Do you want your spankings? And he said, yes, we'll do spankings. I was like, all right, we'll do spankings because you've been bad. Close your eyes. And he closed his eyes. I said, are you ready? And he said, yeah, I'm ready. I said, okay. And I hit him in the dick with a frying pan. Never once has he asked me to do no weird shit like that ever again. I quit drinking in December for my birthday because honestly, I just needed to change. And I had heard from so many people, like, if you just cut out alcohol, your life is going to be improved so much. Everything's going to be improved, your health, your finances. That's a goddamn lie. That is a fucking lie. My finances did not improve since I quit drinking. I now have to smoke 3 times as much weed to deal with people on a regular basis. And that costs way more than liquor. The other thing that I did not know about not drinking is that my sex life was going to severely decline. I had no clue. I thought I liked sex. No, I liked drunk sex. I thought I liked giving head. No, I liked giving drunk head. But I felt bad. Like, why does my boyfriend have to suffer just because I'm not drinking anymore? So I told him after I quit drinking for a little bit, I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you a blowjob. We're going to do this because you're a good man and I'm a good woman. Give it here. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. It's me. I promise. I got you. So I finally have it in, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so happy because I'm sober, but I'm still giving him this blowjob. He's enjoying it. This is the best thing ever. Holy shit, I get a cramp down the side of my neck and my face. Y'all, he backed up. He thought something was wrong with me. I'm chasing him around the house yelling, let me hug your neck. Let me hug your neck. It's hot. It's hot. Let me hug your neck. Y'all, he thought I was having a stroke. He called an ambulance on me. Do you know how fucking embarrassing it is telling an EMT, no, sir, I'm fine. I just forgot to stretch first. You guys, I'm Desiree Newton. Thank you so much for having me. This has been like awesome.
Give it up for Desiree Newton. Learning so much with comic number one. This is fabulous. Oh man, Desiree, I gave up drinking during the pandemic for a bit. I'm back on it, but friends had told me, "Oh, Kelly, you're going to lose so much weight." No, I didn't. That was a lie. I mean, sure, I was probably replacing it with other things to indulge in, but yeah. Lies. I did not lose that weight. So I went back drinking. Well, for other reasons, but hey, I did a year and a half, everybody. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm Eastern European. It's very commendable in my culture. It's not encouraged to not drink when you're Latvian. Just straight up, it's not. But my dad's happy I'm drinking again. Yay. Anyhow, once again, friends, if you're watching on Facebook Live, as you would be, there's no one else in the Zoom but us three. That'd be weird if you're watching on something else, but I won't judge. Do what you do. This happens every second Saturday, and I am happy to be guest hosting tonight for it. Our next comic, we are going to zoom over to the other side of America, going to New York. Lovely state, although I've not been to where the sex comic is from. Actually, I've driven through, but I haven't stayed very long. But our next comic is a staple on the Zoom scene and a regular on the club scene in Rochester, New York. Please give it up for Emma Paxton. Yay!
So stand-up comedians, you ever notice they're like really obsessed with analogies, right? Like they're always telling analogies all day. Like an analogy to a stand-up comedian is like, I don't know, I didn't do well on that part of the SATs. But people talk about like dad jokes and like I really personally I prefer stepdad jokes, which is a mom joke. And that is a thing that I am inventing today, despite not being one, but that's fine. People right now, there's a lot of talk about people pleasing, right? Like everyone's like, I'm such a people pleaser. Whenever someone tells me they're a people pleaser, I'm like, really? That's your version of people pleasing? I think you could do better. Like if you have a problem people pleasing, don't worry. You can come to me and I'll help you be an even better one. Like I do not have a problem with your people pleasing. You do not need to change for me at all. Like if there was no people pleasing, the world would go extinct. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, oh, that shirt, yeah, it looks terrible. And I'd love to come to one of your comedy shows. Never. It's just not a viable thing. We all have to people please. It's fine. I think we should do more of it, especially in relationships. I don't know where all these people pleasers are y'all are talking about, because I'm not seeing them anywhere. I was worried about doing this people pleasing thing because I did not want to upset the people pleasers. So I'm really just people pleasing them. I don't know. Thing. My friend told me she met someone through Instacart. Okay, I'm over here like on apps, you know, the struggle is real, and she's over there meeting people through grocery lists. Like, I don't know what is happening, but I just think it's really funny. She had a whole text exchange. She screenshotted to me, and I just thought it'd be really funny if she like uploaded that somewhere. And it's like, you know, this guy's talking to her, and it's like, chicken pot pie has been found. So where are you from? Like, it's just, did you want to go buy the eggplants again? What are your favorite hobbies? Like, it's just, you know, it's a funny thing, but I think that it's just really funny. If she were to upload that somewhere and be like, hey, I've never seen like this color scheme, and what app is this? Like, you know, this is not familiar. Like, why is it like in bright fuchsia? Like, I've never seen this. You know, like, what is this, some new dating app? She's like, it's Instacart. I'm flirting with people through my grocery list. That is where we're at in 2023. So I really don't understand the insult, don't be a P word, right? Because it just doesn't make sense at all. Okay, like, it's supposed to be synonymous with the term weak, but last time I checked, anyone pushing out a 8-pound baby out of the southern region of their body, I don't like, on what planet is that not considered strong? You know, I don't know how that could be considered weak. And conversely, I don't know how something that like has all this need to do all this fancy work and has all these conditions just to get to a state of strength for maybe like what, 5 seconds, 5 minutes, hopefully longer if you're really lucky, just for like a temporary source of strength, if you will, as opposed to what it is in the most of the time, which is not being strong, you know, something soft. So I don't really understand this terminology. I think it needs to be abolished. You know, not only is it just not make sense at all, but it's really sexist. So yay, that's a great thing. Not. Yeah, what else did I want to discuss today? So, you know, typically I kind of go for like more quiet or reserved men, but it really is a mixed bag, you know, it's a mixed bag. But I think what I really like about quiet men, this is something I've noticed, is that they just have this keen ability, this kind of sixth sense that they just understand when the best time is to just be quiet and listen to me, you know, and that time is always. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I was listening to the radio, and you know, because I'm anti-variety, I'm anti-complexity. You know, with the radio, they even like remake the sad songs, right? It'll be like the saddest song, and it'll be like, all my friends are dead. And it's like, what? How are you remaking this? You know, like they're remaking Coldplay, and like Coldplay sounded really upbeat and peppy. I kind of remember when Coldplay was really subdued, somber, melancholy. You know, that was really back in the day. That's back when they were Coldplay. That was an example of a mom joke, as I said before. But yeah, you know, I want to say to this guy who was like, I'm just too negative for you. I'm just too negative. I'm just too negative. But he was really positive about our breakup. So I don't. I don't know what that was about. But I think I'm going to date myself, which is just something that people say, which low key sounds very narcissistic. And people are like, so Emma, like, I just feel like, don't you get sick of hearing yourself talk? If it's just you? I'm like, no. I do stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedians love to hear themselves talk. But the thing about dating myself, the only conundrum I have with it is like, how do you play hard to get with yourself, right? Like, because I don't want to play it cool. I got to play it ice cold. So I threw my phone in a snowbank, which made me hotter because that's how it works. And along the lines of dating, people are like, so Emma, are you kinky? And I'm like, yeah, I really am. I have this really weird kink for a girl, very strange, kind of embarrassed to even admit it, especially to the internet, to the whole world. I just really like it when a guy, lights candles, reads me poems, like buys me chocolate. I'm just like super kinky like that. What can I say? People are like, that's so vanilla. I'm like, actually, I said chocolate. So, but I'm a romantic. I'm a bit of a romantic. But it's I kind of feel like the only way you're gonna get love letters nowadays. Women are kind of desperate for romance in this day and age. It's just not happening very often. The only way you're gonna get a love letter is if you low-key date a prisoner, right? He may have committed a felony, but I got 6 letters this week. Yes, he spelled feelings wrong, but I've got mail. But I think the real crime he committed was the writing. Just wasn't up to snuff, was not up to snuff. But yeah, I was talking to someone and all I did was ask him why he thought he felt a way that he did. Like just examining a basic feeling, nothing too crazy. And he's like, I'm not trying to have a therapy session right now. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. I really should have been charging you like $100. I was going to do that. But, I am in school for mental health counseling. So naturally I do comedy, which makes total. I remember the day it dawned on me that, I'm not the one who can talk about their feelings for 45 minutes. It's the other way around, but that's why it's like, it's okay. I can be a good listener, but it's kind of like, sometimes you want to talk and then, so it's like enter stand-up comedy because stand-up comedy is the ultimate conversation, right? Like I talk, you listen. Like I said before, that is ideal for me. But I kind of feel like men kind of have this decree against OnlyFans, right? They're like, oh, women just make money off their body. It's so unfair, blah, blah, blah. It's like, and this is not my way of saying I have an OnlyFans because I don't. It's not really my thing. But whatever. I just feel like, men, you could get in on this too. Right? You could just upload a feeling or just upload like a video providing basic communication skills. And women would pay thousands of dollars. If you really want to make her crazy, you could just, respond to every single part of her paragraph. Woo! But that would drive her crazy. But you could just be talking to someone online, be like, she'd be like, so what do you do for a living? He's like, listen, I provide women a service, okay? It is not feet videos, it is feel videos. Just uploading a feeling about anything at all, ever. No, but not too many feelings, right? Like, because I don't care that much. Like, I care, but you know, you got to leave some mystery. Then again, it's okay if I've shared every single feeling I've ever had since 1997. That's totally fine. That should be celebrated. Just not when you do. Not hypocritical at all. But yeah, what else? What else? It's just, you know, dating is crazy. And I don't know. I have this embarrassing story. I was once talking to someone and, you know, we all get paranoid, right? About like accidental liking. The accidental like is so powerful that I was looking through my own photos from 5 years ago and I accidentally liked it and I still had that like oh, my chest. That is how powerful it is. So I was talking to a friend a long while ago. I was like, you know, I don't know if I really like this person. Like, you know, is he cute? Like, I'm not sure. So I went on his profile and, you know, my heart was beating. I was like, oh my God, I'm like accidentally like something, or what if like the technology exists that he like knows I'm on the profile? Like, I know that's not a thing, but what if it is a thing and I'm the only one that doesn't know about it? Everyone knows about it. And so I screenshotted a picture and I thought I sent it to my friend, right? And I said underneath the photo, I'm always paranoid that when I'm on someone's profile, they can see. And this got sent to that guy instead. So all he sees is when he opens the message is I'm paranoid that someone can see when I look at their profile. So could have been really meta or terrifying. Thank God Facebook has a unsend button. So I quickly unsent that shit with a vengeance. So I never had to deal with that again. Right? But you know, workaholism is a thing, right? Like, I don't really think it's like a problem. You know, it's like, what are the consequences of being addicted to work? Oh no, I'm addicted to work. Now I have extra money. Oh no, I did too much work. Now my mom actually loves me and she's proud of me. Oh no, I did too much work. Now society values me as a person. Right? Like every other, like get a real addiction. The rest of us are here addicted to food, the internet. I probably have like love addiction, you know, and everything's great in the beginning and that dopamine phase, like everyone's on their best behavior. You don't know their flaws yet, right? Like guys are only nice to you for like what, 5 days, and then you're like, oh God, you're always chasing that first time they were super nice. It's like, just get a real addiction. Every other addiction, you know, it relies on outside forces to get your next fix, but not workaholism, right? Like, what are you going to do? You're going to run out of work to do? No. Like, think, what do people do for heroin? Do you know what they do for like extra heroin that they can't find? The only time I've been addicted to work is when I was taking Adderall, okay? Before Adderall, trying to do paperwork was like, you know, just painful, just excruciating. I'd rather, you know, bleed out of my eyeballs than do paperwork. After Adderall, I am legitimately high at the doctor's office filling out these medical forms. All right, thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Awesome. Thanks, Emma. Emma Paxton, everybody. Placing the spotlight there. Look, I changed my shirt, everyone, because I'm headlining now, so I thought I'd switch it up. It's 12:34 in the morning here in Toronto, as it is in Rochester. Don't know what the time is in Arkansas right now, but whatever time it is, wherever you're watching from, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm just going to reset the clock here and give it up for your headliner. Oh, it's me. Hey, hi, hello, new shirt. I see some tattoos here. I don't know if anyone watching has any tattoos, but I was pretty young when I got my first ones. My first one, rather, I was 38. Yeah, because that is a very good age to tell your parents who is boss. Just put the foot down, got inked up. It's all over. I mean, mind you, it was a very awkward conversation when I had to borrow the money to get the tattoo, but they were cool. They said just one. Oh well, 10 later. But it is all good. It's been a great show tonight. We've been learning a lot about our guests here. A lot's going on in the world right now, of course. Here in Toronto, though, the other night on the news, they profiled a guy who has taken jogging and juggling, and he has made jogging and juggling, and has made joggling because with all the flooding that is happening and the war and the famine, there was a dude here in Canada who was like, people need to learn how to juggle when they jog. So good on him. He's the man we need right now, just doing that work. It got me thinking, like, could I take two things that I do and then put them together and make a cool new thing? And I can, yeah. I can pee when I sneeze. So yeah, that's from a fun new sport called Kelly's Almost 50. Yeah, and I've got a cool name for it too. Peasing. It'll catch on. My name is Kelly Zemnickis. It was at the start of the show, and it still is. Or if you were talking to my phone, my name is Kelly Clarkson. Because for some reason, my phone keeps autocorrecting my last name to Clarkson when I type messages. It would be nice if my phone could autocorrect my bank account to Kelly Clarkson's. I would appreciate that a lot more. And it's annoying too, because like I've already got a last name that's celebrity adjacent. Because when people hear or see Zemnickis, the first question is usually, hey, are you related to that movie director, Robert Zemnickis? He did Back to the Future. I am still not related to him, purely based on the fact that our last names are spelt differently and they are pronounced differently. So it's different letters in Zemnickis. Yeah. Also, Robert Zemnickis, he is Lithuanian and I am Latvian. But I am smart enough to know that unless you are Lithuanian or Latvian, you don't give a fuck about that part. It's the same country. It isn't. It's a different word. Yeah, so they're two different countries. But being a Canadian, when I tell my American friends where I am from, some of them I will notice they get like a little, glint in the eye, a little smile, because I come with that shiny apple that is universal healthcare, which, granted, very tempting fruit, and I'm very grateful to have it. But friends, sometimes when shit is free, you definitely get what you don't pay for. Definitely, the wait times here are insane. They're insane. Like the medical symbol. We know it to be the snake wrapped around the staff. In Canada, it is a doctor with his fingers crossed. That's our medical symbol. Here's hoping we figure out what's wrong and that you are still alive when we do. It's a bit of a problem here. I gotta say, it's a bit of a problem. I am a woman with a safe word. My safe word is I'm tired. Because I'm going to be 45 and I like naps a lot. I really do. It's true. I'm looking forward though to baseball season. If anyone watching on Facebook is a fan of baseball, I certainly am. And I love going to the park, seeing everyone there, the whole vibe. But I'm always perplexed when I see up on the big screen, the baseball players have got their name, they've got their height, their weight. That one gets me, I don't know if I'd be cool with like 30,000 people knowing how much I weighed. I don't know if I'd be good with that. If I played baseball, you would get my name, you'd get my height. Okay, maybe you would get my goal weight. Maybe I'd give you that one, yeah, that would be okay. Fun fact, I've shrunk during the pandemic. I started off 5'4.5", and I'm now 5'3", but that's okay. It's fun of getting older. I am a good daughter. I consider myself to be a good daughter. I see my mom and dad every single day. Granted, I live with them, but that's cool. Whatever. That's all good. Living with 2 senior citizens, I have access to a very tricked out medicine cabinet. It's pretty sweet. Whatever I want is right there. Hundreds of brands of Tylenol. It's beautiful. I love it. And it's fun, living with my folks, a lot of excitement happening here. Today, my mom hurt herself doing a puzzle. Yeah. You got to be puzzling hard to pull a muscle doing a 1,000 piece puzzle. It's intense. But it's fun. It's fun. My parents have been together 55 years, which is crazy cool, but crazy. Have been together 55 years, and they have these like cool little daily traditions now, these cute little things they do each night. My favorite of which is just after dinner, they like to take out their hearing aids. It's adorable. It's nice because it signals the portion of the day where they no longer give a shit about what you're saying. I don't care. No. If it's after 7, they are off the clock. You're gonna have to fix that stab wound yourself. That's beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. And being together for 55 years, like they've reached an age where, or a time in their relationship where they can talk to each other a whole lot differently than my boyfriend and I can. Like, I've been with my boyfriend for a year. My parents 55 years. Today my dad was working out, and he said to my mom, "You should do this. Good for head." My mom was like, "There's nothing wrong with my head." My dad said, "You sure?" I can't say that to my boyfriend. I can think it, but I can't say it, which is lovely. I can't believe really that my parents have been together as long as they have, based on how my dad proposed, because my dad shouted, "Will you marry me?" from the bathroom. Yeah. My mom shouted back, "I guess so," which really is what every little girl dreams of, that kind of proposal. And like, it got me thinking, what crises was occurring on the toilet that my dad was like, "Oh shit, I need a next of kin." Like, what was happening? Like, did he have beets and forget? The beet is a weird vegetable. It's weird. I don't know why we never remember eating it the next day. But we are usually on our phone Googling, how do I make a will? that reminds me, could someone message me? I had beets tonight. If you could just do me that favor, that would be amazing. Thank you. Just take some worry off for tomorrow. But yeah, I've been with my boyfriend for a year, and we are in a long distance relationship. We are of the dating models. This is premium. Like, this is an expensive option if you're looking at dating. It's pricey, you know. It's kind of like having a Tesla. You got to save up. But as many cons as there are to long distance dating, my favorite part is that when I'm crossing the border and they say, "Ma'am, do you have anything to declare?" I just get to shout out, "I've had sex," you know, which after a pandemic, I'm telling anyone when that happens. That's exciting news. But it's good fun. It's good fun. Try it next time you're traveling, friends. You know, just come back into your home country, high-fiving all the customs guys. It's fun. I love it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And my family, you know, they're happy that I've met someone, because they were getting a little worried. I was single for quite a while, to the point that a couple of Christmases ago, my sister bought me this book called "Are You My Boyfriend?" which is a parody of a kid's book called "Are You My Mother?" But in the version I got, this young lady just wanders the city asking men at random, "Are you my boyfriend? Are you my boyfriend?" Which was not something I ever did often. I didn't do it often. Just on Tuesdays. That was the day to try that one out. But yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I love my family. I love my parents. Living at home with them. We're really big into like family game night. Our favorite game is to play one called "What Muscle Did You Pull Today?" Bonus points, how many muscles you pulled. It's frightful at a certain age how we hurt ourselves. I put my back out putting on my pants once. It was scary. Hey, I'm thinking of putting out a petition, a little change.org thing into the world. I would like to bring back the term information superhighway. Miss it. I miss saying that. Gosh darn it. I do. I miss the time that it used to take to get online. Oh my God, it took so long. I read a lot of books while I was trying to get on the internet back in the day. It's nuts. You know, people ask me now, like, "Kelly, why are you so patient?" It's because of the time it took to get online back in the 90s. Gosh, I had to put a disk in the computer. Rest in peace, Netscape. And then it was, you know, figuring out if the phone line was free. And then the beautiful music of like beep boop beep boop brr, beep 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 beep. I miss all that. I miss that. I want to bring it back. We'll start off with getting people to say information superhighway a bit more. It's fun. It is fun. I don't know if you guys know this new COVID variant that is out has a fun new name. Kraken. It's been named the Kraken. And I honestly hope that there was some scientist in a lab somewhere that when this went out into the world, he shouted, "Release the Kraken." I just hope that happened. Because that was a missed opportunity if no one did that. That was just great. Just great. I had a weird conversation with my dad at breakfast this morning. My dad asked me, "Kelly, what was your first time like?" Like, what? Well, it wasn't as awkward as this conversation is about to get. It's weird. It's weird. And then I just took a moment to suggest to my dad, maybe we shouldn't drink vodka for breakfast. You know, maybe that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. My people are boozy, as I mentioned off the top. They're boozy people. I'm Latvian and British, so a lot of alcohol. And that's what got me doing the ancestry DNA test, actually, because I just wanted to find out how pickled my liver was, you know. And the result came back 90% vodka, which totally checks out. Yeah. My blood type is shaken, not stirred. No. But it just proves my thinking, that I am a girl made up of sugar and spice and Smirnoff Ice. So there you are. Yeah. I love the Ancestry commercials. I don't know about in the States, but here in Canada, those Ancestry ads, man, the people in those commercials, they are just so excited to learn that they are not German. It's amazing. I've never seen people so excited to discover they're Scottish. It's wild. It's a good thing. I've been talking a lot about myself. Another little thing, I have a tremor, a neurological disease actually is what I have. I have a essential tremor, which really, like, is it essential? I have this. Is it? No, but I do. Although because it's essential, it did have to work during the pandemic. So thank you. Essential tremor is basically all the fun of having Parkinson's without the Parkinson's. So less calories. Yeah, light, Parkinson's light. What I've got. And when the neurologist told me I had it, he was like, hey, don't worry, you're in good company. The actress Katharine Hepburn had this. And I was like, oh, good. I've always been such a fan of her tremor. So bucket list checked. Oh man. Hey, if there are any doctors watching on Facebook Live right now, when your patient has an illness a celebrity has, doesn't help the situation. What would help is if I had their money, maybe like Kelly Clarkson's. That would help with treatment. That would be nice. But I did have a doctor say something nice to me recently. It was a nice little compliment. I got told I have a fantastic uterus or cervix. Sorry, fantastic cervix. Yeah, which was nice. It was nice because like previous reviews of my lady parts have included bulky uterus, an unremarkable vagina. Those are both really terrible stripper names, so don't use them. Don't do that. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. It's weird a doctor said that, but it's because I don't have kids. I have not had children. So, my lady parts are just coasting, basically. It's phoning it in, not pulling their weight. But anyhow, friends, I'm going to wrap this off with this. I am a recovering Sunday brunch hostess. So thanks. I'm sure someone's applauding somewhere to that. I've been clean for 3 years, which is pretty great. Yeah, I thought I would do really good at that job because like I love talking to people and I love brunch, but apparently I do not love people at brunch. There you go. Yeah, I was too salty for Sunday brunch. I was. I once had a customer ask me what comes with the grilled cheese sandwich. And I said, a plate. Which apparently is not the right answer. But anyhow, friends, I can't change my shirt again, although that would be just too much for the Facebook. But that's been Raw Comedy, everyone. Had Desiree Newton doing her first Zoom comedy show. We hope to see you back, Desiree. And Emma Paxton joined us as well. Definitely follow these comics and me too on the old Instagram. Suitman Productions, as I say, does this every second Saturday. So please definitely join us again. I'm going to remove the Facebook live feed. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye. All right.